Hello, today I will give a presentation on code review. I will talk about it from the three aspects: code, variables, and error handling. Regarding the code, the implementation is complete and correct. We have one specialized tester to do the test work, and we use Trello for the bugs tracking. Speaking of the logic, we usually have 3 regular group meetings every week and 1 meeting with the client to discuss the requirements and write them down in the form of checklist. The code is well structured and clean. We created our folders and files according to the scaffold standard. In addition, the style is consistent and indentations are correct. We use 2 spaces for our indentations. As for the standard and convention, we access the database using the method provided by the rules and name our variables adhere to the convention in the programming industry. Besides, all the functions are categorized according to the module they belong to. For the comments, we use descriptive comments, and it is easy to understand. If the code is changed, the comments will be modified. We tried hard to keep our code clean by removing unneeded procedures and repeated blocks. We also tried to make our code testable. The specialized tester will make the test plan and construct the test framework. Code structure is our big concern. We would eliminate complex modules, and the code reconstruction is carried on all the time. Regarding the variables, we use a meaningful and consistent way to name them. The camel style is used in the database table variables, and the snake style is used in the Ruby variables. We also use appropriate abbreviation. As for the scope, the files and functions are categorized by the module, so they all have a module scope, so the correct scope of variables can be guaranteed. Unused variables will be removed before merging the code into the GitHub through individual review, and they will be checked in the activity of group review. The data will be fully tested before accessing, and there is a mechanism of exception handling to make the system stable. For the arguments, they will be verified before using. And as for the hard code, we use rules-defined variables and get the parameters from the web page, so there is no hard code in the system. In terms of the error handling, we don't ignore any return values. If the return values are unneeded, they will be removed. The existence of files and the external devices will be checked before accessing. A warning will be given if the error happens. As for the exception restore, critical operations in the database are automatic, so the data won't be changed if error happens, and the current page will be redirected to the home page. Speaking of the hardware faults, the user just needs to restart the server, and the warning will be given when the server starts. The stubs and test routines will be removed before merging the code into the stable branch. And for the loops and branches, they will be fully tested to detect the netted loops and incorrect branches. And also, group review is another way to ensure the loops and branches to be correct. Thanks.